What's up everybody? So today we're going to talk some strategies. Now it's a video for guys that have invested in Wizardly Finance. Now these guys are a fork of Baked Beans, miner, and these guys are on the Chronos blockchain. So if you click this video, it's probably because you're searching through for different videos on Wizardly, and maybe you're trying to figure out the best strategy to do, trying to learn some more information about it and stuff like that. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Now, you hear about different YouTubers, giving their own impressions on what strategies to do. Some of them hold for 1 month, so 27 days of compounding and then 1 day of claiming. Some of them, do twice a week, and because it doesn't affect the daily returns too much, and so on and so forth. And I just wanted to kind of give my opinion on what that is, and then also give you kind of a couple of tips to kind of make the most out of your investment. Now, these contracts work with algorithms, right? So they've got everything coded in there to begin with. So the reason why most of these projects tell you to compound for 6 days and then claim for 1 is because the algorithms are structured that way in order to be the most efficient method. So you keep hearing these different YouTubers and guys saying, well, no, do it like this or do it like that, but actually even the algorithms are written so that the most efficient way to do this is to compound 6 days and then to claim on the 7th. Now, I mean, it's not only just thinking about the most efficient way to kind of build up your wizards and also make the most money, but it's also just thinking about the sustainability of the protocol, right? Like, obviously we're all here to make money, but if the project isn't being successful and isn't working, then none of us are going to make money. So the reason why we do recommend compounding for 6 days and then claiming for 1 is because also that helps with the sustainability of the project, which is the most important thing, right? So yeah, I mean, if you go over onto the white paper, so this is what I'm talking about here. It's written in there: infused daily of 6 days compound and the 7th day claim. And yeah, so in a nutshell, that's pretty much so yes, that's pretty much and so yeah, so that's my opinion. And so yes, that's my opinion on the best method and the most optimal method to use on these type of protocols, because not only is it the best way to make money, but it's also the best way to sustain the protocol and sustain the contract over a long period of time, is to continue doing that. Now, one little tip that I wanted to give you guys as well was on the compounding side of things. Now, we're aware that as this number goes up and up and up and more crow are being deposited into the contract, is then the amount of wizards you get for every time you compound for the same amount is going to get less and less and less and less. So especially early on when the contract's busy, there's lots of crow coming in, and then I mean every time I click on this, there's like thousands more crow in the contract. So rather than the problem is, if you claim once per day, is that the difference in the amount of crow in the contract on between 1 day and the next is going to be a lot, right? So if you're not compounding, you're waiting 24 hours before compounding again, this number is going to be a lot higher. Then you're going to get less wizards every time you compound. So my advice to you guys is try and compound a little bit more often. I mean, if you do compound, I think the price of a compound is 0.3 crow, which is very, very, very low. So it's not really like you're spending much money in order to compound. So I definitely suggest to make the most out of it, especially early on. Now, this is really where you want to be building up your wizards as many as possible, so then you can build up and get the maximum out of your passive income. And yeah, so the time is now to compound as much as you can. So I would recommend trying to compound maybe at least 3 times a day, rather than once, and that way you'll just get those extra few wizards every time than you would have done if you just compounded once per day. And in the long run, a few weeks and months down the line, that's obviously gonna have some positive effect. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for today. Covered. So yeah, that's another tip for you guys there. So yeah, so that's my opinion on the best strategy. Just listen to the white paper and the protocol and what they say. Compound, 6 days for a week, and on that seventh day, take your money, and you're gonna soon get a return on investment. And in a few weeks' time, you're gonna be making some good passive income, like all the other guys have done on some of the previous projects that I've launched on different blockchains. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. So thanks for listening, and until next time, bye.